Hi, and welcome to Spiritual Alchemy Energy. Hi, TC. How are you doing tonight? I'm here doing readings. Would you like a reading, TC? I got some different cards tonight. They are Oracle Mystical Moments. Hi, Bobby. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, TC. I have these other cards too. But I have these. I haven't used these before, really. So, hi, Cody. Yes, I'm doing free readings. Tonight, I do free readings for an hour. I'm doing a reading for TC. Hi, Amiana. Hi, Joanne. Okay. Okay, this is for TC. First card I pulled is Day and Night. And what I sense from this is there's something about your sleep patterns or you're having trouble sleeping through the night. You need to find a way to iron that out. I don't know if it's stress. Hi, Cody. Or something else is going on. It feels like it's work related. And the second card I got was Mermaid's Love. And I feel like this has to do with a child around you and caring for that child. And then the third card I got was the Observer. So this is asking you to step back and observe, your daily patterns, I feel like, and what's going on around you. Rather than react to it, you need to take it in and process it. I really feel like you're stressed out and you just need to kind of take time out and observe where you can make slight changes, maybe some boundaries to help you in your daily life and possibly with that sleep. Hi, Annie. So I hope that resonates with you. And then we're going up here. Hi, Ronald. You snuck in. Bobby, would you like a reading? I'm assuming you do. I'm going to pull from this other deck for you for some reason. Actually, I'm feeling called to pull two different cards for Bobby from here. And then I'm going to go over there. This one's falling out. So, okay, Joanne, get some rest. We'll talk later. Oh, wow. This is a real theme for you, Bobby. So, it's kind of cool. So, the first two cards, I really feel like they have to do with a relationship. First card was Mermaid's Love. And the second card was Elixir of Life. And then you also got a friendship card over here in this deck. So this is, I feel like it's harmony in your relationships, but then you also got a leadership card. I know in a lot of respects you are a leader, so you need to set goals. And then your other card was raise your standards. So when I see this card, this means to me, especially in this reading for you, Bobby, is that you need to set some boundaries as well as goals when because I feel like, and I do know this about you, that you're working with different social circles online on different platforms. So, you really need to set the goals and, boundaries for yourself so you're not worn out from doing that or get burned out. So I hope that helps you. Who's next? Ronald. Ronald's going to come on Wednesday. On my Wednesday podcast, I'm going to do some Reiki on him, some medical intuitive work, and sound healing. So, pull a card from here. Okay. This card always cracks me up. I don't know why. Especially when I pull it for a man. Ron, you got the sensuality card. So you need to express your sensuality. This really means not wiggle your hips, but I feel like this is really just go with the flow, breathe, and allow yourself to receive. Because that's a very feminine message. So it has a lot of feminine energy come with it. I'm going to pull you a couple cards from this deck. I pulled cards for you last night from this deck. We'll see if we get the same ones. You got different cards, Ron. So these two cards I know go together for you. And the third card obviously does too. First card was protect your nest. So as you're building this platform, you need to protect and maintain integrity within the circle of people that you bring on, and be of pure nature, which I know you are. So continue to do that. And you can do that as a leader in this role, lead by example, which you do. And the third card is all is connected. So everything that you're doing, all the shows you're bringing onto your platform, and, we're all connected and we're all trying to do the highest and best for humanity. So, bravo. Keep up the good work. Okay. Let me say hi to the people down here. Hi, Kimmy Energy. Hi, Esther. Let's go. Up, up, up. Okay, Cody. It's your card reading. I'm going to pull 5 cards from this deck for you, Cody. Cody. Wow, Cody, I'm kind of getting chills here. So, the first card I pulled for you is White Rose of Hope, and I kind of got a message of worry or concern from this card. Keep believing everything turns out. There's no rain today. You have nothing to worry about. It's really hard to see. Is the light shining? Let's see. Nope. Lorelei. So this card right here is you need to relax. You need to breathe. You need to take some time out and breathe to release that worry or stress that you're going through. I also feel like you may have had some sort of loss, and that's also reflected in your first three cards. Treasured memories come up. So I feel like there's some reflection. Maybe there's an anniversary of someone passing that it's either just recently passed or, it's been there's been some grief there, and they're also telling you to create new memories. So your fifth card was the journey. So this is just part of the journey. This is part of the process. Just try to get some stand back and get some perspective, because everything's going to be okay for you. Okay. I feel like you just need to take some time out. And if you do have extra time off this weekend, I suggest you utilize that and rest. Amy Anna, are you still here? Well, I'm going to give you a reading anyways. Okay. Amy Anna. These are new cards. I've had these for a while. I just haven't played with them or used them for readings. So, yes, Annie, I'm kind of going down the list. So I'll get to you. Okay, Amy Anna. So again, the White Rose of Hope. So don't lose hope. Believe in what you're doing. You're welcome, Cody. Thank you. This is for Amy Anna again. So don't lose hope in what you're doing. Because, oh, sunny day. Everything is coming up roses for you. And you'll be touching the sky. So you should probably get off of Facebook right now and go do what you need to go do. I love you. Because you are going to succeed in what you're doing. So, okay. Joanne left. So, Annie, you are next. Wow, this thing keeps coming up. It's still that kind of that energy in the collective about like major shifts and changes people are going through, This card keeps coming up in these readings tonight. This is for Annie. Oh, wow. Okay. Annie. White Rose of Hope again. So don't worry. And the second card, Miss Sunshine. Don't worry, be happy. You have this fabulous personality that you can manage through these tribulations that you might be going through. And all is connected. So I kind of feel how this is playing out for you as that, what you're going through right now is really a lesson. And you need these lessons right now, as challenging as they may be. You need this to go to the next step. So I hope that helps you, Annie. Okay. Esther's here. Is Esther still here? Okay. I think I'm just going to pull for Esther. She can come back and watch. You're welcome, Annie. Okay. My God. You people, we need to just have some shots and drink or something. What are you worried about? Esther, you need to relax. It's going to be fine. White Rose of Hope. So, what is going on with you people? I'm the same way. So if I pulled cards for me, I would get this card too. So I'm right there with you. I'm just playing on you. You're going to trip out when you see this next card, Esther. Oh my gosh. Okay. Your second card was, can you hear me? I bet you're laughing because the last two readings were for you, were about you communicating with, your angels and the other beings. So what's going on here? Are you afraid to talk to them or hear what they have to say? So the third card was House of Flowers. So you really, what you're doing right now, you need to really, you are good at what you do, so you're going to be successful in it. Put the worry aside and just go with it. And, you really need to listen. I don't know what's going on here, but can you hear me? That's a big message to you. Ron pulled my cards last night and he pulled automatic writing, and you don't know how many times I've heard that through readings or healing sessions over the last year. So I'm practicing. Kimmy, are you still here? Kimmy Energy, would you like some cards? You're welcome, Esther. Okay, I gotcha. I got you, Kimmy Energy. Oh my goodness. This is the theme card of the night. Okay, this is awesome. So, again, Kimmy energy. This is the theme card of the night. I think I might just pull it out of the deck. I feel like you are very busy, or if you aren't right now, you're going to be very busy. You need, hi, Candace. The second card is the observer. So you really need to watch your stress level as you go through this. You really need to be in tune with your body and how you're feeling so you can adjust to be able to take more breaks or schedule breaks when you know you need them. And so this third card, because you're so busy and you're taking care of yourself, you're doing self-care in this process, you're going to go into new directions. And I really feel this, you're going to level up. You are leveling up to the next level. So you really need to stop and soak it in, take care of yourself. Because when you level up, you're going to need more rest. The first card, he didn't stop worrying. It was the notorious card of the night. White Rose of Hope, Kimmy. So this is, you've got a lot of stuff going on right now, and your schedule is full. Yeah. So you really need to take time out, do that self-care, schedule that extra, because there's kind of like, I don't want to call it anxiety, but it's just you want to do everything and do it right. So you just, yes, she is. You're welcome. Good luck with you. I'm going to watch you, you rising star. Alrighty. I think Candace is next. Let's see, Candace. You are a rising star. You're leveling up. You're taking it to the next level. You have a lot of good things coming for you that you didn't anticipate happening for you. We don't need that hope card anymore, the white rose. Okay, these are still new cards for me. So, this is kind of interesting. These cards are kind of weird. That's why I didn't use them before. Transformation. This is for Candace. So, you know what this is about. You're transforming. You are experiencing new things and learning new things. And the second one is Sea Witch. So, this is an interesting card. When I see this and knowing you and having done readings for you in the past, I really feel this is that you are opening your communication channels to other beings, and go with the flow with that. This is pure nature. So as you're doing this, connect with nature. When I go out into nature, sometimes, even if I go and take my dog out for a walk, it releases a lot of tension. So you kind of need that with the transformation that you're going through. And I really feel like if you're going here, it's a lot to process because we're not used to doing this kind of work. So you're on the right path, and you know that. So I applaud you. Kind of weird cards. Is anybody here that hasn't got a reading? I hit the ground running. Is anyone here? You're welcome, Candace. It's good to see you. Hopefully I'll see you next weekend. Yes, Amana Williams. You may have one. Because tonight are free readings. Ooh. Hi, Victoria. Hi, ERRT Radio. Okay. Okay. Amana, I got stranded. And when I pulled this card, I felt like a sense of being abandoned, left alone. Like you're feeling kind of isolated and alone. And just take this time right now to connect with yourself, Amana. Release any feelings that feel those feelings and release those feelings. So the second card I got was Eva. So I really feel that that's what, see these flowing, just let it flow, let it go, and embrace who you are. It's all right. You're human, pure nature. So these are all connected. This is a story, it's a process of going through. Where is it? It's a process of going through this, and things will get better. Okay, it's just a process. I just really feel like you need some time by yourself, so take advantage of that because you'll come out the other end better for it. Okay. Okay. Yes, you may ask a question, Amana. Let me pull a card over here. Should I remove Kimberly out of my life? Well, that first reading, the 3 cards is kind of like, it kind of said you should be by yourself. That's before you even asked about Kimberly. So maybe that's, I said release, shed those tears and release, feel those feelings. But so here we go. I pulled up my other deck here for you, Amana. Okay, this is kind of a continuation of that. This is Epiphany, seek clarity. So the answer, you hold the answer. So you need to take that downtime by yourself and make that decision whether or not you want to make that move and be alone. And the second card, self-reliance. You know, it's don't be afraid to fly solo. So in both these readings here for you, Amana, it's kind of indicating that whether or not you want Kimberly out of your life, you need to take time maybe to assess how you feel and what decision you need to make, because you have the answer on that. I hope that does help you. Okay. Is there anyone here that hasn't gotten a reading that would like one? I'm going to do one for Vicky. Vicky. We got one falling out. Okay. Legends, learn from those who inspire you. So I kind of feel like there's I wish you a lot of luck, Amana. It's scary to feel like that, but everything's going to be okay. Just get in touch with yourself so you can move forward and be of service to others if that's part of your life path. I'm sorry, Vicky. Legends. I feel like you're like gonna start exploring some different spiritual things that you've been wanting to do or learn. You're welcome, Esther. Have a good night. It might be, there might be something else there too, Vicky. I don't know. It's like a combination of things. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. So, you know, you're going to get challenged, tempted, like we talked about. So, but I don't feel like it's just in that circumstance. I think there's some other circumstances that you need to hold your ground on and create not barriers, boundaries, safe boundaries. But the future, think big for the future. There's so much potential, you know. Yeah, let's go ghost hunting. Yeah, I really feel like good things are coming for you. So, that's a really good one. Okay. Oy. Yeah, let's go. Let's go ghost hunting before I poke my eye out. Yeah, you asked for a vacation and you're going on one now. So maybe you should go like manifest, because you're manifesting. You're welcome, Vicky. Is there anyone that wants a reading that hasn't gotten one? And if you liked a reading tonight, please go subscribe on YouTube, follow and like me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Check out my link tree, and all my social media and websites are there. Okay, Amana, I'll pull some cards. I feel more comfortable with these. About job. Okay, so I feel like you have a lot of choices. You have a lot of different opportunities for you. And because I pulled this good fortune card for you. Invite magic in. I feel like you have like all kinds of like options. And so your second card came up, Epiphany, seek clarity. So again, I really feel like you really need to sit and feel this. Like, feel, what do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? My big thing is journaling. So I always tell people to journal. It's like your case here. I would recommend, writing those lists, the pro and con lists, and then maybe journaling from those prompts that you get. And here's another thing you can do is ask for clarity on what you should do, and you'll have your answer. Okay. It might not be the answer we want to hear, but typically they'll give you an answer. So ask for clarity. Please give me clarity. And yeah. The answers are in you. You have the answer. So go with your heart and what's in your head and your gut. What does your intuition tell you to do? Please listen to your intuition. So I hope that helps you. Okay. Is there anyone here that hasn't gotten a reading that would like one? You're welcome. Oh, I'm still doing card readings, free card readings tonight. Amani. It's Wednesday night. I've got Ronald Toldfart coming on, and I'll be doing Reiki, medical intuitive work, and sound healing on him. So come on by, check it out if you're not familiar with Reiki or sound healing and just what I do. Others do what I do, but not the same way. Hey, Joanne, what happened? You've been eating too much cotton candy over there? Oh, man. What's new and exciting? I did this really cool regression with a hypnotist. So I know he's gone this weekend on a retreat, and I'm waiting for him to come back because I really want to share it. You're window shopping. I thought you were waiting for one of the men to fall out of the roller coaster upside down. Oh my God. I'll pull you some cards. Joy, 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 joy. Yeah, looking at eye candy, huh? Some Wranglers. I don't know if the fashion's different in Canada. No eye candy, though. Oh, boy. So listen. It says listen. Someone's trying to get a hold of you. Someone's trying to get a message to you. To the moon and back. So, you know who that is. That's your honey. And I think he might come in the form of birds in the yard. They sing. And this is Morning Dew Girl. So again, this has that connotation of being out on that back patio, on that deck. So, you know, if you go out on that deck in the morning, you know, that's your serene time to, you know, do your thinking, find your inspiration. That's what I do. I think you probably do something similar. All too damn young. I'm telling you. It's like, I look at those young ones, I go, where's your daddy? Is he single? Oh my God. Yeah. Now I'm still waiting for Bill Murray to come and clean out the dating pool because it's been contaminated. Someone's pissed in it. Oh dear God. Yeah, so my dad for sure I won't tell. Yeah, they gotta be like, you know. Let's clarify on what you're looking at, Joanne, because I can go into some like scary territory. Oh man. Yeah, so that hypnosis was something else. I got a lot of information that from I don't know if I'm gonna have to rewrite my book or it's going in the next. Or it's just gonna be separate information. So I want to get his permission to play it. Maybe we'll do a podcast on it or something. It'll be interesting. maybe I'll do a reading for the collective for this next week. Because next week is my birthday week. It's my birthday month. I'm just turning old again. 27 again. Oh, Jesus. He can't read me at all. Yeah. Thank you, TC, for the happy birthday. And no way what? Oh, we didn't get that worry card in. What is going on? It's my birthday on Friday, the 9th. So 9969. So that tells you, if you can do the math, that's how old I'm going to be. Okay. So this is for the collective. Kind of funny. Can you hear me? And then the listen card came up. So I guess the collective really needs to be observant and listen for, the collective vibration that's going on right now. And maybe it's just a matter of listening and being compassionate with one another as well. Because, sunny day, we are going to bloom. So we're going to come out of that tribulations that we've been going through for the last 2-3 weeks here. We're going to be turning a corner this next week. Awesome. I think there's like some moon cycle thing going on this week. I mean, there always is. But I think there's something the 8th or the 9th. And then Mercury retrograde on the 9th on my birthday. So the protective nest. So in regards to this reading, I think we need is go together, listen. Can you hear me? Protective nest. So we really need to pay attention to what is going on in the collective, in the news. So we're prepared, we are safe and secure mentally, emotionally, and physically in our beings. So that's interesting. Okay, is there anyone that wants a reading that hasn't gotten one? I'm here for about 10 more minutes. I'll appreciate that song on my birthday. By the way, I was born at 5 p.m., so I might have to wait till 5. I don't know what my root number is. I don't know what kind of calculation they're doing. So if I get permission to share this audio of my hypnosis or my video or both of them, look for those to come out because they're really interesting. Yeah, I'm a life path 7. It was B9, wasn't it? Uh, 33. It's a 6. I don't know. I don't know. 9 plus 9 is 18. If you do numerology, it'd be 9. It's 6, isn't it? Doesn't it add up to a 6? Yeah, it's 43. It's a 7. Oh, interesting. Interesting, Ron, because I was taken to a ritual 7777 at 7. So maybe that's why. And my birth was induced. I was supposed to be born on the 27th. I would have been a Libra. And, but I was induced to come to be born on the 9th. So that's kind of interesting. All those 7s. Yeah, we're gonna have fun on Wednesday. I haven't done a healing session in a while. Uh, I've cut cords lately, which has been very strange to do in Akashic record readings, but that was something new that came up in the last couple weeks. Let's pull some more cards for Ron. Ron's got stuff going on. That should be your slogan. Ron's got stuff going on. I'm peopled out, man. I did Esther's show on Thursday. Then I went and hung out again yesterday on their show. Okay. So, opportunity knocks. Go for it, Ron. Second card, Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. So, I counted on my show. Epiphany, seek clarity. So, you're going to get some things coming to your awareness on Wednesday during our session. And TC, yes, you may ask, what would you like to ask? Yeah, I have fun with you guys. You guys talk about different stuff that I don't get to talk about normally. Oh, interesting. Maybe that's why you have that reserve of white light. I've never, I'm really curious about that. I'm like a scientist. It's like, what does this do? Why is it here? How did it get here? TC, what would you like to ask? You want a question? Did you have the question about what I talked about? Yep, I was on astrology on Thursday. Yeah, and then last night I was on intermission transmission. about my son and his. I really feel like that TC, his injury, it needs to be, if the swelling hasn't gone down, that needs to be under control first. But he really needs to be, it needs to have it needs to be wrapped somehow. Hopefully, he has the proper wrap for it. I feel like it's a brace, and I feel like he's been instructed or will be instructed. He really needs to keep that elevated and in that brace so it heals properly. I'll pull a couple cards in regards to that. Yes, you can share your channel, Ron. He's from ERRT Radio on YouTube and ERRT Radio shows on Facebook. Here, I can do this right here. ERRTradio.com. Okay, I'll pull a couple cards in regards to your son's ankle. Okay. So the first card I got was intuition. Trust your intuition. So I almost feel like you suspect that the doctor or wherever your son was treated and didn't look at this ankle properly. So if you feel something's off, go somewhere else or go back, because excuse me, knocking my audio listeners to tomorrow. Trust your intuition, stand your ground with that. And when you do it, try to go with the flow, because it'll make this process and this experience easier. Sometimes they can't correctly, medical field can't correctly, they don't always see things when they're swelling there. And there may be some fractures that they didn't see in x-rays if there were any taken. So I would definitely seek medical attention if that's what you feel. If you feel that's what you need to do, do it. Or at least make sure that ankle is wrapped somehow. If you have a brace, get that ankle elevated, not completely elevated, but level, so that it can heal. He's not running around on it. Okay. So I guess I'm going to take off. I might have a ghost investigation, paranormal remote viewing investigation this week. It's kind of up in the air right now. Don't know if it's going to happen, but I will post it in my events. Or you're welcome, TC. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, everyone. Then Wednesday I have podcast with Ron doing healing, and my birthday's on Friday, and and astrology, she's she's going to have Reverend Michael Carter on her show. On Saturday, I will be doing readings here, as far as I know. And I also have the free intuitive group practice. So if you're interested in that, please DM me and I will send you a link to the Zoom room. And just want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you for your support. Thanks for allowing me to do readings for you. And I'm going to say goodnight. Have a great weekend. Have a great Labor Day if you're in the States. Enjoy your holiday if you get one. And good night.